Hello folks, it's Crystal again. It's been a year since anybody's seen my last update, and I apologize for that. For those that don't know my background history, there's a few videos that are sitting there for you, but I'll give you a quick rundown. I'm an American student who was successfully able to transfer out of a 2-year community college in Colorado to University College Cork. For those that don't know about University College Cork, it is on par with an Ivy League school. So for somebody like myself who comes from a working class background, where we didn't have a whole lot of money, this is a huge deal. Now, I know that tuition is a big deal in some of the debates that are going on. I've been keeping up on American news while I've been here, and I know how hot of an issue it is. Let me explain why I chose a school in Ireland. I was offered a position with Columbia University. However, when I sat down and broke out the cost going into economics, I discovered that my tuition, including my living expenses in Manhattan, New York, would have been something close to about $150,000 for the duration of my degree, which would have been 4 years because none of my community college credits would have transferred. At the same time, I was able to take a comparative position in University College Cork for the equivalent of about $20,000 a year. That's not really too bad, including my living expenses to do, and that's with the conversion rate and everything else. So last summer, I busted my butt. I worked 3 and 4 jobs. I don't have a whole lot of family or friends to fall back on. I come from a pretty disadvantaged background, so it's not like I can just ask anybody in my family, hey, do you have extra money? Because trust me, those family members who were there put in everything they could to help me. This is a huge deal for us. That being said, I still ended up being a few thousand short last year. I raised $17,000 on my own. When I put out a YouTube bit last year to try to raise funds, I was able to raise the last $3,000 and come to Ireland. I'm a straight A student. I'm as close to it as I can. I have a 3.9 grade point average, and since I've been here, even though the curriculum is much harder and the lessons are way harder than I could get in America, I kept myself on the same grade point average. And I just thought, the smartest thing I could do was to stay here this summer rather than spend $1,500 to go back to America, where I would have to recoup that cost, and there's no guarantee I would have a job. Now, there's no guarantee I'd have a job here either. The Euro crisis is not a joke. It is a total disaster in a lot of ways. What it's done to the job market here is absolutely horrible. That being said, I have been busting my butt raising funds every which way I can this summer. I've been making goodies, which there will be links at the bottom of this video if you're interested. If you don't feel like you want to donate just to donate, I have things for sale that you can buy. So all total, I'm sitting at $4,000 I still need to try to come up with. Now, considering that with the conversion rate and everything else, I managed to raise $16,000 on my own without a job, a proper job. That's something. I waited until today, a month before I need to have all this money together, because I've been determined to try to do this on my own. I can't raise $4,000. I'm at my max of what I can do. So that's why I'm asking people, even in this economy, if you're willing to throw a couple of dollars my way, that would be great. You can either support me by buying my items that I make, or you can support me by throwing a donation my way. It all depends on what you're capable of doing. Every little bit helps. I really appreciate your time, and I really do hope that one of these days I get to meet some of my donors. So here's what I'm asking. Donate a couple of dollars, a couple of euro, a couple of whatever kind of currency that you can. Throw it to me via PayPal. If that doesn't suit you, go to my Etsy site, look up my goods. If you're interested, buy something there. I will keep you posted on what happens, but I can tell you this, if I don't have the funds raised by the end of September, the 30th of September, I will have to go back to America. And if I go back to America, there's no guarantee I can get back into this position. I have worked my butt off in ways that I can't even tell you just to get here. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I really, really want to keep it going. I'm doing everything I can. I'm not just asking for handouts. So please, if you can't help me, pass this video on to somebody who you know can. I really appreciate your time, folks, and have a good rest of your summer.